My favorite thing about New Paltz, I think it has to be like the community. I have like a fun saying, if you like know one person in New Paltz, you know half of them. So just find two people and like you're good. Oftentimes it's just like I have like a really good conversation with a professor and they put me onto something else. They network me to another department, or even just like being an orientation leader here has like opened up so many doors for me on different parts of campus. And so that definitely is like my favorite part of New Paltz, just of how like connected we are. And it just really feels like a family. And ultimately, like taking my intro to sociology course, I understand that even as we live like our day-to-day lives, we might be so unaware to it, but there are very like real social implications and like biases and just like the way systems are built that causes, children like my peers and I when we were younger to question whether like what routes we should take, whether higher education is for us, and how like excluded that feeling could feel. And so I definitely just wanted to continue down sociology to just like explore the why behind that, have that answer. And that's something I've been talking to like my professors about, and just like being able to understand like those social implications and just help reverse them, and create like a new sense of identity of among, kids that grew up like me, in the Bronx, underrepresented, Black and brown families, first gen, to, be able to experience higher education and forge their own pathways for themselves and not have that glass ceiling that limits them and tells them, what to pick and what not to pick, what's for them and not for them. Ultimately, what inspires me about New Paltz, I think it's the dream. It's the dream that New Paltz kind of gave to me. Again, it ties back to S&P. It ties back to just all the different people, students that I've met from different life paths, and to realize that we have those shared ideals. My best friend is someone who comes from Clifton Springs, which, if you don't know, is a testament to how remote that is, upstate New York. And maybe on paper you would never think that two people like us could like ever kind of be best friends the way we are. But ultimately, like New Paltz is what like a decision we both made. And so I think definitely just like that shared dream that we can all have of like wanting to improve on ourselves, the different passions that we have, that's definitely like something that like New Paltz inspires me about.